Nora never believed in dramatic love stories. She always thought love wasn't fireworks or fairy tales. For her, love was quiet, like warm tea on a cold evening, or the soft feeling of coming home after a long day. She lived a simple life, working at a small cafe near the train station. Every morning felt the same, opening the doors, turning on the lights, smelling fresh coffee, greeting tired people rushing to work. But one rainy day changed everything. The storm started suddenly. Rain fell so hard it sounded like drums against the windows. People ran inside the cafe, shaking off water looking for warmth. Nora moved around quickly, helping everyone, trying to keep the place cozy. And that's when Liam walked in. He wasn't the kind of man who would catch your eye right away. His hair was messy from the rain, his jacket soaked, and his eyes looked tired. But when he smiled, something warm showed through the exhaustion. Something honest. He ordered a simple coffee, thanked Nora quietly, and sat near the window. Nora kept glancing at him without understanding why. Maybe it was the way he held his cup, carefully, like he appreciated every little moment. Maybe it was the sadness in his eyes, as if he was carrying something heavy inside. A few minutes later, the storm got even worse. Thunder shook the ground, lightning lit up the sky, and Liam sighed to himself. "My train is definitely gone," he whispered. Nora heard it. She didn't want him to think he was alone, stuck in the storm, so she walked over and said softly, "Looks like the weather doesn't care about your plans today." He laughed, a bit embarrassed. "Yeah, life changes things without asking us." She brought him a free cookie, a small cafe rule for people trapped by weather. He looked surprised, then grateful. They talked for a moment, joking about the storm, about trains that never come on time, about how annoying and funny life can be. Nora felt something she hadn't felt in a long time, comfort with a stranger. No pressure, no pretending, just real connection. The next day the storm was gone, but Liam returned. Not because of the weather, because of Nora. He didn't say that out loud, but she could see it in the way he smiled when he entered. He ordered the same thing. "Coffee, not too hot, and maybe another cookie," Nora teased him. "The storm excuse doesn't work anymore." But she still gave him a cookie. Day by day, their conversations grew longer. They talked about music, dreams, their childhoods. Nora learned that Liam was a photographer, not the kind who took perfect magazine pictures, but the kind who captured real moments. Old streets, quiet parks, little things people usually overlooked. One day he said to her, "You remind me of the kind of people I like to photograph." Nora blushed so suddenly she had to look away. Even after the cafe closed, Liam sometimes waited for her outside. One evening he asked, "Would you like to walk for a bit?" They walked slowly through calm, wet streets. The city lights reflected on the sidewalks, and the air smelled fresh after rain. Nora felt peaceful, almost safe in a way she hadn't felt in a long time. She talked about her dream of opening her own bakery someday, even though she wasn't sure she could ever do it. Liam looked at her with gentle eyes and said, "You could. You really could. I see it in you." That one sentence stayed in her heart. Their connection grew quietly. No big moments, no dramatic scenes, just walks, warm conversations, shy smiles, and little sparks that slowly grew into something stronger. One afternoon, Liam came into the cafe holding a small envelope. Inside was a photograph. It was Nora. She hadn't posed for it. She didn't even know he took it. She was standing by the window, sunlight touching her hair, looking thoughtful and peaceful. It was simple, but beautiful. "It's how I see you," Liam said softly. Nora didn't know what to say. Her eyes warmed, her chest felt full. She stepped closer and hugged him, a gentle, honest hug that said everything she couldn't put into words. From that moment, something shifted. Their days became brighter. Nora laughed more. Liam visited more often. They became each other's favorite part of the day. Months passed, and they grew into love without even noticing the moment it officially began. It wasn't fireworks love. It wasn't a crazy movie romance. It was soft, steady, safe, real. Liam helped Nora plan her bakery. He took photos for her future menu. She inspired him to take more pictures of people, not just places. They supported each other in ways neither of them expected when they first met. Sometimes they joked that the storm deserved the credit. "If it wasn't for the rain," Liam would say, "I never would have walked into your cafe." "And I never would have given you that free cookie," Nora answered. They would laugh, knowing that a single rainy day changed their lives completely. And in the quiet moments, morning coffee, evening walks, soft hugs, they realized something. Love doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it comes in quietly, like a tired traveler looking for shelter from the rain. And sometimes that love stays.